Hello everybody, it's your boy Ufit's here. Welcome back to some more Tiny Universe Roleplay, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get all of the Ultra Droids required, or the mechanicals required. Oh. Alright, well, we're getting a quick sneak peek preview. You guys got to hit the like button to hype this new skin up. Oh, dude, he looks awesome. So I do think this is the Filter Eater or the Filter Muncher. Looks absolutely incredible. We're getting some fixes right now. And I hope this generates some hype. All right, very cool. Very nice. All right, we're going to go ahead and just reset, though. I'm going to get started right here. Shout out to Vully. All right, let's do this. So this is going to be a very helpful video for a lot of people that are like brand new to the game. And you guys want to see, like, how do I get this guy, the Elberr V2? Well, I'm going to show you guys right now. If you guys can, hit the like button and subscribe. And let me know how your day is going. All right, here we go. So in order to get this guy, we need all of these required morphs, okay? We're going to have to get all of these guys, okay? So we have the Proto Ultra Droid. We have the Ultra Droid. We have Ultra Droid Prime, Ultra Droid Omega, Jet Cat Ultra Droid, and you also need the E.L.B.E.R.R, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to show you guys how to get all of them, okay? And I'll show each and every morph's animation as we go. This is, like I said, this is going to be very helpful for a lot of new players in the game, okay? Now, here's a really good tip, okay? For a lot of new players, increase your ambient all the way up. And if you can, move this slider, the fog, turn it down, and then turn off clouds. It just helps a lot. And I am doing this in a private server so I can show you guys where to go for everything and have it very, very simple, okay? All right, so starting off with our first morph, whoa, hello, Vully. We're gonna go ahead and go down over here. There used to be a giant dome, like cave thing right here, but it's been removed, and now you just have this little crater, and we have our first morph right here. All right, so there he is. Let's go ahead and show off his animations really quick. I'm just gonna go through every character. Like I said, this is gonna be very helpful for a lot of new players that want to get the new E.L.B.E.R.R V2. So here we go. Look at that. I actually spawned in very close to my origin location. So here we go. We have the Robo Barrage. A lot of left hooks right there. We have the Robo Dance. Yeah, do the Robo Dance. And then of course we have our Sid animation. Very cool. All right, let's go ahead and reset. And I'm dead. Alrighty, very, very cool. All right, let's see how to get our next character. The regular old Ultra Droid, okay? The regular old Ultra Droid. Let's get him. All right, so this is going to be pretty fun. I hope you guys find this video to be very helpful for a lot of you guys. And yeah. All right, so where do we got to go for our regular old Ultra Droid? We actually got to go to a tunnel location. Hopefully, I think it's this one over here, okay? We're going to go over here. I kind of want to go fast, but maybe I'll go regular speed. All right, like I said, turning up the ambient all the way up, it really is super helpful. It is very helpful on seeing in the darkness. All right, so we're going to go up in here. Let's do this way. And just like that, we have our regular Ultra Droid. Woo! Also, you can get the Cuckoo right here if you guys are brand new to the game. So there's that. Oh, I'm sorry, Vully. I pushed Vully. All right, let's go ahead and respawn. And that guy is hilarious. The Cuckoo, he is hilarious. Every time he walks, he has fart sounds. It's like, brr, brr, brr. It's pretty hilarious. But here is our regular old Ultra Droid. Let me just go ahead and disable my name tag. And here we go. All right, so we have the Mecha Slam. You got like a 1+2 attack right there. We got the switch. Oh, look at that. I'm upside down. And then we can also sit. I don't know what happens if I do this. Oh, I've crushed my own head, I think. Oh, it actually retracts. Either way, it retracts. Hold on. Can I do this? Boop, 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 boop. All right, that's pretty funny. There's our regular Ultra Droid. Here's my death animation. Oh, I died. I think my head's supposed to fly off right there, but there is that. All right. Our next character is the Ultra Droid Prime. Alrighty. And then, of course, right here it says the Ultra Droid Omega. You need 10 PvP wins, okay? I can tell you guys a way to cheese it, but yeah, it's Honestly, if you hop into a private server and you duke it out with one of your friends, you can get it very quickly, like very, very quickly. All right, Ultra Droid Prime. Where is this bad boy? It's a little confusing because a lot of them are Ultra Droids and it's like, oh, where exactly do I have to go? You know what I'm saying? This guy is gonna actually be over here. So we have our cylinder towers. It's funny, they're actually fairly close to each other. Like you have one right here. We're gonna have one down here and we have one right there. So let's go ahead and jump down here. You have a giant boulder right there. This is if you spawn in your own. Oh, I actually, whoa, I just got, oh, okay, I did not. Let's go ahead and just hit this out of the way. All right, so you want to hit that boulder out of the way using any of your attacks. Whoa, where did it go? Oh, it just landed on me. Holy cow. All right, let's try that again. Nibble. All right, we pushed it out of the way. Let's go up in here. Hopefully I'm not too big. Like I said, one more time, you guys, if you can't see, turn up your ambient all the way and you will be able to see in the caves right here, especially if you have a good monitor or a screen. So we're going to go into these tunnels. You make a right-hand turn right here. I know a lot of these caves get confusing. There's a short little crevasse right there. We want to go over to this one. And then on the left side, we have Ultra Droid Prime. Very nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and reset. Whoa. All right. Let's go ahead and see our Ultra Droid Prime. Woo! All right, there he is right there. Oh, I forgot this guy. I always forget which ones roll and which ones do not roll. We'll go ahead and just showcase him right here. So we have our droid slice, the 1+2 saw blades. Very nice. We have the Ultra Beam. Boom! Probably one of the coolest attacks that were implemented in the game at the time of release. Very, very cool. And then we have our dance. Dance it out. Dance it out, Bully. Yeah, look at those moves. Dude, look at the teeth on that thing. It looks insane. All right, and then we have our sit. And then I think this guy's head falls off and it flies. Yep, there it goes. Goodbye. I think it dunked my head and then that little arm went flying. I'm not too sure. It looks like the head flies off though. All right, so like I said, this guy, you're going to need 10 PvP wins, okay? There is a little bit of a cheese method. Like, I'm just going to say it right now. This might not be sportsmanlike conduct, but if you play with your friends, you can just, you know, cheese it and let your friend win in a PvP private server. I know it's pretty lame. I want to say in order to get your wins, it's probably one of the easiest ways to go about it. You get a private server, you play with your buddy. Boom. Get your 10 wins. That's the best way I could describe it. If not, if you can't do that, then good luck. Like, try to be a PvP lord. If I'm going to be honest, one of the best PvP morphs in the game is probably going to be this guy. The Baby Gate Guardian is really impressive. Who else is actually really easy to get and that is OP? Probably, I mean, Cuckoo's pretty good too. We already got him. Any of the Ultra Droids are pretty good. I'm trying to think like who's like really easy. Baby Red is also a very impressive morph to get. He's very powerful, very quick attack. I'm gonna be honest, you guys. I think Baby Gate Guardian. Who else is up here? I'm not gonna shill my OC right here, but Shin Demon is really good as well. He's pretty good. This guy's good as well. Idol of Evil. Who else is insanely good? Mild Fire Giant is also pretty good. He got a rework. He's pretty powerful. Boogie Woogie's also, he's decent. Cuckoo's decent. I don't know. All right, anyways, I'm done yapping. Let's go ahead and get our next morph. We have the Jet Cat Ultra Droid. This guy's really easy to get. Let's go ahead and just become him. All right, we're gonna go ahead and just, we're just flying around over here. Okay, I believe he's on the back side of one of these hills right here. Let me just do this. Fly me 3. Woo! All right, there is our That's No Baby, aka That's No Son, and I believe our Ultra Droid, Jet Cat Ultra Droid, he's on the back side of one of these hills. Actually, is he over here? He's over here. I totally mixed up the maps. There he is. He's over here on this side. All right, I'm gonna tell you guys where like you can locate him. So there's the desert. Here is the showcase hill. Okay, and then over here at this wall, you have our Jet Cat Ultra Droid. Very cool. I believe he's based on. Is he like a Japanese like superhero? Does he fight like Godzilla? I don't know. I'm not too familiarized with a lot of those. Those are like classic superheroes, you know. classics. I'm not too familiar with that. All right, our next and last character to get is the Elberr. The Elberr. All right, very, very cool. This guy is pretty creepy, not gonna lie. And he's actually gonna go ahead and be, hold up, hopefully I'm not missing any ideas on where to get this guy. If I'm not mistaken, he's gonna be over here by the SCT Secure Contain Tiny Universe Site 67. And we're gonna go to the backside over here to this corner of the map, and you'll see a entrance to a cave. Oh, I forgot. I gotta type unfly. Here we go. Unfly. There we go. All right. Oh, I forgot. I'm too big. I'm too big. Okay. Do not. I mean, it's literally impossible to pick this guy in order to unlock this guy. So pick a little bit of a smaller morph. I do think that. Hold on. Let me just do it for fun. There's our death animation. We just rotate like crazy. Let's see. What do we want to do here? We want a. I mean, honestly, let's try Infected Dogo. This guy might actually fit in the cave without like you dying. Oh, we actually got a good spawn. All right, fly me. I'll just do this. Woo! All right. So you want to go over here? Boom. Do we fit? Oh, we fit barely. We're actually pretty giant. There is the Elberr, and just like that, we got every morph in the game. So now you're like, okay, I got all the morphs. So what, Honor? So what? Now what do I do? Well, now you have to become every single one of these characters and go to the Elberr V2 site, which is in the facility over here, the site 67. So we're going to go ahead, enter site 67, just speed run over here. You're going to open this by clicking on it. All right. Oh, I'm totally wrong. That's for the prototype. My bad. Click on this one. I'm sorry. I was trolling. Anyways, open this one right here to the left of the big one, and then you'll see our amazing statue right here. It's gonna have a proximity prompt saying press to, I don't know, you're pretty much like logging into this robot. But you got to be every single one of these morphs and come over here and activate it. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Hold on. How many do you need to turn in? It's 1 2 3 4 5 6. Not 7. It's 6 morphs. So yeah, you'll have to do this for every. Whoa, I was like T-posing right there. You'll have to do that for every morph in the game. Alrighty. So you'll come over here, do that. Well, not every morph in the game. Every morph I went over in this video. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yeah. You do that, and then both eyes will light up, and then you'll get the Elberr V2, and then we'll showcase the bad boy right now. So I think we do have some new skins, but I think I'm going to save these guys, their showcase, in a different video. I really wanted to go over unlocking all of these characters in one video. I was going to make a playlist on like all the Ultra Droids, or like all morphs required for Elberr V2, but I think this one video is probably going to be best for that. So yeah, maybe I'll do some timestamps. I've never really done that in a video. Hopefully you guys find that to be helpful. So that's how you're going to get the Proto Ultra Droid, the Ultra Droid Prime, Ultra Droid Omega. You got to get 10. You got to get 10 wins, okay? So you're going to have to duke it out in PvP. Jet Cat Ultra Droid, and then of course the Elberr. Very nice. Here's Elberr V2. And there we go. This guy's very cool. I'm going to be honest, he's not the best morph in the game in a PvP scenario, but he's really, really cool. And he has a really, I'm going to call it a super attack. His super attack is dope. I love it. It's freaking awesome. And his footsteps are menacing. This guy's definitely like, he looks like a big bad boss. He looks awesome, dude. He is. He's a heavyweight. He hits pretty hard, but he doesn't have a lot of evasive maneuvers. So you want to be lucky with your positioning, but if you land your attacks, you're going to be insanely powerful. I think this guy requires a high skill level as well, because he also has this electrical pole barrier. You do not want to hit yourself into this. If you get hit and bounce off of this, you're going to lose your PvP match. But if you do a special move like this, watch, check this out. I'm so sorry, Volley, but it needs to be done. I'm going to show off a cool strategy. Let's say you set this up right here, and then somehow you get your ambush impale like this, and then you punch them into the wall. Look at that. You see how Volley, oh my god, I hit Volley all the way into the lake over there. All right, so that's a really good move. You could even light attack someone very close to this wall. I'm going to say playing with shift lock on computer is probably the best way to go about it. You do a front kick like that right into the wall. They're going to fly off the map, and there's no way they can recover because they're going to be spiraling like out of control. So there is that. Let me just... Oh, there's Wooly. Hello. All right. So that is how you get all the morphs required for the E.L.B.E.R.R V2. So there's that. Oh! All right, very, very cool. Anyways, this is how you enter a PvP match. You just hit yes, and then you just join the match just like that. Woo! See, when you spin out of control like that, there's no way you can recover. Even if you have evasive maneuvers, you can't do it. It would be pretty awesome if they add a morph that can, like, debuff that. You know, like in Dragon Ball Z, where, like, if someone gets hit, like, really hard, and, like, they stop themselves in midair, and it's like, whoa, you know, it's like telekinesis. That would be a pretty cool evasive move, like a defensive move like that. Whoa, yo, this area is sick. All right, let's see if I can do what I talked about. So I'm gonna do the electrical pole barrier like that, and then we're gonna do this. Ready? All right, and oh, what is she gonna do? What is she gonna do? All right. Oh, okay, I died. I thought I landed the heavy attack right there. All right, GG's. But that's one of the best strategies you can do with him. Of course, I was a little late on my attack there, so. But yeah, you're gonna want to get 10 wins so you get your Ultra Droid Omega. That's right. All right, very, very cool. Let's see what Wooly has to say here. Uh-oh. My gameplay has been... Oh, my game crashed. Oh, no. That's never happened. I don't know why that happened. Anyways, I do think I'm going to call it there. GG's, Wooly. If you guys found this video to be helpful, let me know in the comment section down below. Smash the like button, subscribe. Go watch more of my videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day, and bye-bye.